Black Compass Media, Tone Bro Black with another one. Shout out to the whole society that's out there right now. I think what we're gonna call this is just an exclusive, right? I can't call this a new battler spotlight, even though I interviewed most of his contemporaries and I did a new battler spotlight. But this is well beyond that now. We in different territory, in my opinion. But this is long overdue. Your Honor, what's going on, bro?
Oh, I'm so blessed, brother. How you?
Man, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm hanging in
And
there.
let me know if my headset is acting up because
Yeah.
it's a little echo. Is it a little echo?
Nah, no echo, no echo. I mean, you shout to the live and everything like that. I want to make sure that people can hear you properly. If it's an echo in the Discord, let us know. Uh, yeah, we're gonna address this picture they released too. But yeah, anyway, Your Honor, it's good to finally sync up, bro. It is. Hold on a second. I think he might have muted himself here. Honor. Can't.
100%.
Got you. I got you now. Wait, you muted again. You good?
Yes, sir.
I bet. So it's good to finally have you on the joint. How's everything going? You down there in DC? How is how's the I don't know, the pandemic? I don't even want to talk about it, but I gotta talk about it. How is that? Because I mean, it's affected everybody, you know.
Oh yeah. How long are we gonna be on here, bro?
Probably about 20 to 30. I don't know, depending on what you could do, whatever you
Okay.
could do. Yeah,
Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm good with you. I just want to make sure.
yeah, yeah.
For the fans listening who tuned into YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
I will at the end. I will read every single one of your comments.
Uh-oh.
If your comment, I promise you, I will read every single one of your comments as usual. Please start your comment with YH, which means Your Honor, and I know it's for me. If you have a random comment that
Uh-oh.
has been said because we went through a topic and you're just flowing with the topic and you end up saying something along the lines of, well, he was good in that battle,
Mm.
then we're not, at the end, I'm not really going to know what you're talking about. So please put YH,
Ah.
oh,
Okay.
XYZ was good in that battle, because if not, it's going to be hard to keep track at the end, which you were talking about 45 minutes beforehand.
Okay.
So with that being said, the COVID has hit us just like it's hit everybody else. My
Mm.
grandmother actually is suffering from it.
Mm.
I've been getting her groceries and have made sure I do my due diligence. But
Good.
everything else is
Yeah.
fine. The family's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything's good. How about you, brother?
I don't have anything a situation like that is close to home that way. I do know a couple people that have had it and have gone through it and survived it and things like that. And then I've been fortunate enough not to know any older people because this is coming after aunties and uncles and all that. You know what I mean? Seem like anybody 45 and up is like super susceptible to it. But I haven't had that
Right.
personally happen to me though. You know what I mean? So. But
Right.
my thoughts and definitely, prayers up for your fam and all that. You know what I mean?
Oh, she'll be fine. She'll be just fine. I would be surprised if it's not that. She just want attention and want her groceries got. But that's beside the
Oh,
point.
she just wanted you to
Uh,
get. Yeah, right. The
but
the opportunism during this pandemic is interesting. I'm not gonna front. Like
yeah, I can't pretend like I won't get your groceries or got a cash app.
yeah,
So I've been doing my due diligence, taking care of her and shit.
right,
We make a lot of money in this house, so
yeah,
ain't no thing. But
okay.
hey, much love for you getting the third spot as a judge, man. Congratulations.
Well, so thank you for that. Now before we continue on this, because we can talk about the judging thing, because we're gonna get into Ultimate Madness, obviously. But I
Obviously.
can't. I'm not a. I'm gonna be honest, because I rock with the entire cohort of people that are there, all 16 of y'all. There will be no swaying me on this. I see what you're trying to do, Jan. I see you charismatic on stage and all that. We're not about to get Tony Bro to be partial or anything like that. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I gotta put that out there for the fans too. But thank you for the props, bro. I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's an accomplishment. You know, that means they respect your opinion. That means you're somebody in this sport. So it's definitely an accomplishment.
I said, well, that's a fact. But I mean, as far as I'm not the reason why people are going to be clamoring to this. You are. You are one of the reasons. One of the 16 entries
That's a fact.
in Ultimate Madness. I mean, to get to this point, it's taken. To me, it always is worth recapping. It's always worth sort of doing a little bit of reflection on how it gets to this point. But that tournament, in my opinion, represents a great opportunity. To me, you have the most you and Ace Amin. I think Ace Amin's first, but you have the most pressure in that first round. Guaranteed. I seen the interview with Squeako. I want to just start there. Let's jump right into it. Fuck that. I got my shit together. What's up? Let's talk about that first round. Let's talk about pressure. I heard you make the comment about that in accordance to Squeako, right? Squeako to me is a dangerous opponent for a lot of reasons. But let's talk about the pressure. Why do you feel? Is it because of the viral moments? Is it because of the name recognition, the brand? Like, let's walk through how you feel about this first round and the pressure going into it.
I think I don't recall using super duper pressure on myself, but I do recall saying pressure for everyone in that first round because we have nothing but time with this strange thing that God bless go over that's been happening with us in our life. We all have nothing but time. So whoever lose, you clearly lost to the better man. This point in battle rap, there's so many nuances, so many things you can relate and equate to why you lost that this won't be one of them. This is from a media standpoint. This is judged by a media standpoint of non-biasness. This is judged by media people who have been doing this for a long time, and the last thing they would do is be biased. And that's what makes it worse is that if I was to lose to Squeako, it's because he truly was better than me, and that's harder to swallow than, oh, I lost to Squeako because I was in his hometown, oh, because they was too loud, oh, they was dick eating. It's all of that is out the window. It's strictly because I didn't have enough prep time. No, all of that you have enough of with this shit that's going on. This shit was supposed to be 2 weeks from now, and it ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be April 19th, and it's not gonna be that. So I think the pressure comes in because whoever you lose to in that first round were clearly better than you, and you have no choice but for the rest of your life to admit they're better than you. For me personally, that's my personal pressure, not not pressure on the event because I'm gonna do what I do best.
I mean, there's going to be eyes on this stuff, and I think it's going to be interesting to see what people take away from it. Now, stylistically, the only thing, because we all gave our opinions on this, who we thought was going to win on this platform, right? My worry with you, right, because one of the guys on this platform, shout out to Polo, said that he got you winning this whole thing. My worry is with you is ability to get to it. And this time allotment, I think that's going to be a big challenge for some of y'all. I think so a lot of your best stuff, it takes a minute to get to. Now, we can talk about the PG Skillet battle where I think it was maybe a step faster than what I was used to. But how do you feel about that? Like the style clashes, being able to get shit off, get your shit in without, you know what I'm saying? Like, whereas you going up against a puncher maybe in that second round and having to deal with that. So is that a factor into going into this tournament?
This culture of battle rap in 2020 is pure entertainment. And if your slow build up outweighs his fast get to the point punching, then it doesn't really matter. It's about what entertains. I've recently, over the course of the last 2 weeks, developed a scheme that was crazy. But that scheme, when timed, it's going to take about a minute and 50 seconds to truly get off. And the reaction only going to, based on my interpretation, the reaction is going to come around a minute and 53 seconds. These battles are 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So is that something I want to implement? Hell no, probably not. But don't be surprised in that third round if I implement it, and that reaction, that one reaction will overcome everything he said because the scheme was so pristine and clean. Back to the fucking Tone Montana days of pristine schemes and concepts.
Yeah, right.
You know it, you know firsthand.
Yeah.
So what you're saying about time is 100% correct. We definitely got to get to that point. Yeah, of course I'm gonna start off slow because when they call you and say, "Yo, we got X, Y, and Z amount for 2.5 minutes," all right, I know immediately that's 5 minutes. Whatever they say, 2.5 minutes, that's 5 minutes in real time. That's 5 minutes. I already know this, so I have no worry on time. But this one's getting cut at 2 minutes. The sound is going on just like it was back at the old Smack. Remember Con and Goods or Hitman and Cortez, that whole car. That's it. So you really couldn't go over like you thought you could. I think Oz went over against Hitman way back. And
Right.
you know, Oz, that's just Oz. Oz gonna do what Oz. That's just Oz. That's what the Oz. But with that being said, you do got to get to the point quick enough. And you know, shouts out to you for not believing that I would get to the point quick enough and understanding that, and that's okay.
Yeah,
It's quite all right.
I think it's gonna well, at least for, and it's not just you. I think there's a couple people stylistically watching them get to their shit quicker. Maybe a little bit. It may catch people off guard by how they do it now, because this is what caught me off guard as I'm doing my work and my reconnaissance, my research. I look at that freestyle that you did in the whip, the Dot Mob joint, and I'm like, nah, like this is a step faster. Like I didn't know you had that in you. So obviously, you know what I'm saying, you be able to adjust in the tournament. So I'm telling everybody to go watch that. Like you know what I mean? And
Absolutely. If I can intervene,
yeah.
go check out the music. The music is on YouTube. Just type in Yana Freestyle. That's YOURHONOR Freestyle, spelled the regular way, and you can see a couple songs up there that can get you in tune to exactly how I rapped. And before, and all of and everything you see, check the date. It was before I even entered battle rap. So for battle rap purposes, I slowed it all the way down.
Yeah.
And the flow I use today is a flow that I know people will catch. It will hit the ear correctly, and it would definitely sustain its longevity. But if you knew me, and go watch the old shit, I'm definitely one of them ones. I don't breathe on the track. I don't breathe with a pace. I'm one of them speedy, fast guys that raps super fast. Super
Yeah, I heard that.
lightning.
I'm like, he's hitting the patterns. I'm like, damn, okay. But
Yeah, that's how I rock. That's how I rock in regular, but I knew coming into this game, like it's just a matter of being smart. The fans not going to be able to really keep up with what I want to do as a person.
Right.
So what do? Either you don't enter that competition, or you enter with what you know they won't like. So I chose neither. I entered with what they will like, and it wasn't a hard adjustment for me because I'm talented. That's the difference between gifts and talent.
You feel like you know, because you kind of tip your hand a little bit when you talk about this game being about moments and about, you know, if my 1 can equal your 4, then I'm gonna win that, right? So
Absolutely.
but when you talk about now the level of competition as you start to get more competitive, because I heard you say something with Squeako, you don't got nothing to say to him, quote unquote. I hate when y'all say that, battlers. When I hear that, I cringe a little bit. Because I'm like, we gonna say we're not gonna tailor anything to him specifically. I mean, as you face more competition, do you feel like you're gonna have to like change up some things, or you know what I mean? Like, are you gonna use this tournament maybe as a way to show us something different?
I understand what you're saying. I get why you say that, 100%. But I think we need to be mindful that the things that I'm saying to my opponent, of course, it's not tailored to him, but there's 50 to 1,000 people that look like him that it's tailored for. Like Squeako, to be personal, he looks like a lot of motherfuckers.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of
You
things
said
to
that,
go
you
off
killed
there.
me with that one. He like a lot of people. That's crazy. Okay, all right.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who look and have the characteristical trait that he has, and it's kind of easy to play on. So whether it was him or Chess, like him and Chess, believe it or not, him and Chess, the same jokes can go for. Believe it or not, him and
Nah.
okay, you won't see it now, brother, but just let me speak. I get it. I definitely 100% understand why you won't see it. But him and Chess with a mind like mine, a talented, gifted mind of mine, they would coincide with each other. Squeako and well, I don't need to say more because you clearly won't get it, which is okay. But that just means my mind is one of a kind. And I'm not 100% being. I'm not being smart here. I'm
Right
just
now.
being thorough.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm not
cool.
being. I'm just being thorough. I'm just being thorough with my words. First time on your channel, I'm being certified with my words.
Yeah, for sure. For
But
sure. Appreciate it.
Rico definitely like him and Chess or him and a lot of other people. Him and Kyle. I can name a lot of people who the same type of jokes, the same exact bars will go for the type of person and character that he is. So it's not super hard to tailor it because you've been tailoring your whole life watching Chess, watching Kyle. You've been. I'm not going to keep naming people because that gives away. But
Yeah.
if I ever get to those people, yeah.
Balancing being funny, captivating, entertaining, with the message that you have, because in between that, I'm like, so my man went from an Adult Swim scheme to like he's definitely gonna shoot this nigga to back to some, like, you know what I'm saying, like you'll draw another reference from a 90s character or something like that, or you know what I mean, you able to kind of move around with that. Was there ever a worry, at least coming up, that I don't want to be too funny, you know what I'm saying, and how do you, is that a thing in your head, providing a balance between the comedical aspect of your character and having the bars?
Not at all. I felt that most people nowadays assume I'm going to be funny, and I didn't know that would happen. So to your question personally, I didn't know that piece would happen. I didn't know everyone would assume he's a funny guy and
Right.
expect funny. I just was doing me. I didn't know you would do that. And of course I knew some things were funny, but in between that, I thought they would know me as a pen nigga. Like truthfully, coming into this game,
Interesting.
like
Okay.
I thought, like let's take Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first URL battle PG that dropped. So that's the first thing I can go off. I thought everyone after this would say, "Yo, he got the greatest pen in the." I could think back to when I was that age. I remember they're saying he has the best pen, like his pen, but they didn't. They took his funny, and then I was like, "Oh shit, okay, well, for Gunpowder Pat,
Uh-huh.
let me show the pen." Then after Gunpowder Pat, oh, he's still funny.
Hilarious.
Then Bill Collector. I'm now at that point. I'm like, let me just be funny, because if that's what they, once again, this is a game of entertaining what they like.
Yeah.
And for some people who can't follow patterns, I'm one of the ones who can, and I understand this is what they like now. Let me give them that,
Yeah.
because trying to force them onto something else creates a certain amount of losses before you finally do. I feel like before we caught up to Big T style, he also lost a lot before we finally. I'm not willing to lose that much. I'm 4-0 on the URL app. I'm 4-0, and I'm not willing to lose at all to prove that. I'll just dumb down what I got for what I know would be your immediate reaction. So great question though, but to answer it all in full, I feel like I personally going to just embrace the funniness, and for those who catch the bars, they'll love the bars too. Cause coming in, I thought I was a bar heavy nigga, and if you like genuinely go watch me and Swamp right now, you would kind of see, oh damn, and not just Swamp. Go watch me and like if you just go watch all your honest shit, you will see that, oh, his pen does come first, the funniness come after.
Right.
It's just in the battle rap community on Twitter or in the media, you have to label a characteristic trait that's different from everyone else. So with that, they're gonna put funny.
Mm.
along with goods, along with clips, along with a lot of people who not knowing. Well, for every one good joke, there's like six different 4 bar setups that's bar heavy.
Hmm.
Like, but we not gonna. That's just not how we view it as fans, and it's okay. I'll fucking bring myself down to you all fans. 100%. I got you.
Well,
Whatever makes you cheer is what I'm all about.
I think an interesting approach is that look, I came in here expecting them to do this. They react in this way off of something that just comes natural, right? Like this sort of natural charisma that projects. But you don't want to get typecasted with that, right? Because then it leads to a sort of thing like, am I being taken seriously? I think Rosenberg said this perfectly against Clean. Like, they think you playing. Like when he said that, when he said that against Clean, that shit hit so hard because for a while that's what he was kind of known as. Even though Clean be saying dope shit, you know what I mean. So I think your perspective on that is interesting because I don't know if anyone else has that sort of natural kind of charisma on stage though.
They won't. Yeah, they won't. It's a different type of thinking, different type of gift, different type of talent.
So you and I wanna get an assessment of the competition because you and Squeako talked about the left side not being like the competition isn't it's not that right. Like I want to get your thoughts on who you think is competitive in this tournament. Who you think is probably the more talented guys, or do you just see them all as the same? Like it's just whatever. Everyone's just a target. Like what's your perspective on some of the guys? Who would you say is maybe top three? I guess.
Well, first of all, me and Squeako did definitely speak about how easy the East was. We compared outside to the East. Of course, me being LeBron, and I guess he would
Okay.
be like D Rose, I
Right.
guess back in the day.
Sure.
But the West, the West is stacked. Easy to block captain. That's easily Tim Duncan. Brooklyn Hands. That's easily Shaq. Bad News. Yeah, whatever. That's Derek Fisher. Ace Amin. That's Kobe.
Nah.
Fine. I think Jay Kruger easily Durant. So like the West is kind of stacked with the guys, and I guess you can give Jay Kruger, Fonz, Kawhi, whatever, depending on the era you come from. But with that being said, the East is pretty. And the only reason I agree to that is because I already swept Gunpowder Pat and I already swept Lou Castro. So then it's like Jada Nightwing real sick. Only one of them could come from that. Kid
Mhm.
Chaos, Lou Castro. Only one of them could come from that. And I already beat Castro, so if it's kids, then all right. So I
Mhm.
guess the thing about the East is that we all, I already just ran through half of them, and the rest of them little rookie niggas like Rubando, real sick, Kid Chaos. They all like under niggas. No disrespect to them, but they know they place in the battle rap community. Like they wouldn't be a fool to that. You can disagree, but
Really?
this
Yeah,
ain't
this
an
ain't
open
about me.
chat.
This ain't about me. Go
This,
ahead. Yeah. No,
yeah,
fuck,
this
fuck what I'm
ain't this
saying.
ain't a
Where my lighter
conversation.
at?
This
Yeah. Uh-huh.
it's a Q. It's Q and A. It ain't a
Right.
conversation. But
Yeah.
I already smoked Gunpowder Pat. I already smoked Lou Castro. Jay Nightwing, he got his own issue. We just look
Sure.
at the East and it's like, damn, like we the toughest ones in there. And shouts out to Gunpowder Pat because I'm gonna have to kill him again.
Mm.
That's respect. But the West is, I guess, the most hyped because Brooklyn has Bad News, Ace Amin, Easy to Block Captain, Jay Kruger, Fonz, Dom Marino, Big Hand, Bad News. I guess on paper the West is it's like the West. So I
Okay.
think personally it's not exciting for me because personally, I mean, to be completely 100 with you though, Tony, bro.
Hmm.
I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna smoke all these niggas. Like
Okay.
I'm
Well,
being
that's
honest,
that's
and
the
there's
real.
no.
I don't know why we were doing the other thing first, but go ahead though. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, you
I don't know.
kill these niggas.
Yeah, I give.
Smoke these
That,
niggas.
that's a great. That's great. Actually, you do a good job at that.
Thanks.
Actually,
Thanks. I
but
appreciate it.
no, you always do. I always like your type of thing.
Yeah.
Your type of witty.
Yeah.
But I feel like, to be honest, I'm gonna smoke the shit out of all of them, and it wouldn't truly matter.
Yeah.
But the West is truly harder. Like Easy and Brooklyn Hands and Ace. I mean, that's gonna be some tough names. When on the East you only got like Yana. So it's like, oh damn, you know what I mean? It's a
Mhm.
big mismatch because you got like 4 over the West, and then on the East you just got me.
Hmm.
So it's like, oh fuck, what do we do? So, but it was all chosen at random, so it is what it is. We
Yeah.
gotta show up, perform. What
Now,
was the actual question? I'm sorry, bro.
well, no. It was your perspective on each of the sides and maybe who were some of the top guys. Now, I like the answer more so like fuck them niggas. I'm gonna kill all of them because that's where I come from. That's how I was raised. Fuck all 15 of these niggas is food. I don't care. That's just what I mean. So I understand that, but in terms of the style clashes, I was kind of interested in that. But I just think whoever wins this is going to be like the push is going to be different. And you with Dot Mob now and what y'all doing, shout out to Snake Eyes because that's really my bro. Like I think there's a certain energy there and dare I say expectation of greatness that comes with joining Dot Mob, in my opinion. So that's what people are going to be looking for when it comes to you. Rex is a winner of these types of tournaments. Have you consulted with him on this format? Like, what's the backroom murmurings with the team? Like, is what I'm saying in terms of this tournament?
Nothing much. I've watched the tournament. I've live watched the tournament, so I'm fully aware of how this go. That's the thing about me, like studying the culture patterns. Like every sport or every culture has a pattern, and those who study that can then get in front of that to then predict the next few. So I think I'm one of the ones who have done that. Like it was nothing to understand how this works. So then I'll know, oh, this is how I'm gonna make it work in 2025 because over the next 4 years, well, next 2 years, I'll be in front of it in 2023 and then lead it for the next 2025. So it's one of the things that it's just a matter of pattern. I understood this tournament's gonna come down to who's the most prepared, and being prepared is the most important thing. So I've took a step off like the actual creativity or writing ability versus the prepared ability, and not for this first round because we all have so much ample amount of time to prepare, but the rounds after that, which are 30 days apart for those who didn't know, it's going to come down to the most prepared. So my pen is already working to preparedness as opposed to creativity and actually coming up with something viral and going crazy. Like you won't really see nothing viral from Yon or nothing like you used to seeing. You won't really see nothing super duper trendy and clip worthy and share worthy, 16-second share clips worthy. You ain't gonna really see. Don't be surprised if you don't see that because this is gonna be about who's most prepared. So my focus is being prepared. That's what I learned from Rex and them. Didn't have to tell me none of that. I watched it, and that's what I learned. That's the gift of patterns, of understanding patterns.
Okay, I get that. And I would say that the thing that is important though is that we're not chasing the viral. That's when we get cringy. I'm like, I hope because the more I see it, and I'm gonna show love because I've seen it. It's gotten used like we've seen Bleacher Report, different things like my political homies on Twitter using that shit for different points. Like you know what I'm saying? It just fits in a lot of different settings, and the fact that you're not gonna continuously try to chase that is good. I think that would be a bad move.
Not for this event, but hereafter, yeah, I'm trying to go viral because this is how you get the opportunities. Getting on the Bleacher Report, having Jason Tatum watching your shit, shouting it out, Carlos Miller wilding out. Like these are the people that have said things that these are the points you look for. This is what you're supposed to look for. I'm actually, believe it or not, I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna win the battle. So at this point, it's a matter of okay, on a second round, put some viral in it. Go viral second round, or try to. Like to be honest with you, I watched the champion episode after me and Lou Castro battled, and Cube and the Ace was up there, and Cube and the Ace and Jay Black was both talking about how risky the I'm Better Than You was.
Yeah,
and.
Huge risk.
And I told Cuba. I spoke to him. I told him about the same shit I'm about to tell you. It would, to me, it never crossed my mind as a risk.
What?
The minute it happened, it was only gonna hit. Like, and I think that's where the difference and gifts and talents come from. I keep referring to gifts and
All right,
talents
let's break.
for
Yeah, I
any
like this.
fans
Yeah,
listening.
yeah.
And once again, for any fans listening, please construct your comments specifically so we know where
Oh
you're
yeah.
going back
Oh yeah.
to
And
and
by the
we're
way,
able
Q and
to
A.
answer it.
We'll
Because
do
I,
some
once
Q and
again,
A.
I will
Yeah.
answer all questions at the end, whether we're online or offline. I'll stay on and answer all questions 100% for every fan because
Right.
I'm not shit without you. Shouts out to Lil Wayne. I ain't shit without you. So, with that being said, there was never a chance in my mind that wasn't going to hit. But in their mind, it was risky. It could have flopped. That's the difference in like gift or talent and what we believe because I never truly once thought it was going to flop. I knew that was the haymaker. I knew the swamp battle, same nigga that get hit with other was the haymaker. I knew the bill collector battle, the gunpowder battle, Glock 9. I knew, of course, because I knew from the swamp battle, but like it's not difficult to know what's about to be clipped and shared. Like that's what the best way to put it. I'm not going to say moments. I'm not going to say making moments, movies viral. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to say what's the thing that's going to be clipped and shared. Each battle when it happened, I knew it, and it happened. So far in my URL career, of course, it is all the same shit been clipped and shared. You know what happens to a nigga like he was talking? I know I already hip. I'm already hip. So it's one of those things where it's not really a thought process that goes across my mind as far as viral moments. I know when I wrote them and they gonna take place. I'm not
Okay.
chasing them. I just know when they gonna take place.
Okay. All right. All right. I dig it.
I'm
Yeah, I'm with that. I like this because it's important because this is the type of stuff that sometimes fans, especially the hardcore among us, tend to typecast people, right? And
right.
that to me can be sort of a burden for development. But you seem kind of well aware. Self awareness is important. Shout out to the people that's here right now. I see niggas talking in these comments, and they got a lot of shit to say. Now, people in the Discord in the society, y'all know what to do. Hit me up, tag me, let me know if you want to address your honor. He is on here right now. He's talking, right? Talking about a lot of things, very technically, might I add, in terms of his style and what the motivation is. So,
fans, are you talking to people on YouTube
yeah,
or the
I'm talking to
Discord?
people in both areas. So shout out to the YouTube
Oh,
and the
YouTube. Yeah,
Discord.
just save your
Yeah,
comments. I will get them at the end. I promise.
right,
Every last one. Just
right,
start with YH,
right.
which is your honor, and I will get them at the end. People on Discord, feel free to
Yeah.
chime in. But the people on YouTube, I promise you, I got you 100%. To make your can make your comments specific and not to what we were talking about because we're gonna forget
Yeah.
what moment we were talking about that in.
Well, we get people up here for Q&A like directly because people like to ask their questions in the society and all that. You know what I mean? So we'll get people up here. But I have another question. I really have to ask you about
Absolutely.
what you said because you ended it with the words, and I quote, "in that order." You said now you ended it with "in that order" because you were asked about rappers, right? You know what I mean? Just favorites in general, and you said Rex, Big T, Khan, and Suge in that order. And I
Absolutely.
find that incredibly interesting given your style. Now I see Rex. I understand the Rex thing. Understand that. And like that's different. Like he's very much a battle rap like staple in this. Khan, Suge, Big T, I find interesting. I wanna hear your perspective on that. Why you put those guys as the guys in your opinion.
I think Suge came second, right?
Yeah, Suge.
Oh, okay.
Was
Because
it Rex,
you just said
Suge,
it.
Big T, Khan, or Rex?
It had to be that order because that's the
Yeah.
order.
Okay, that's the order. All right, all right. I
I
feel
thought
you.
you just said it different. That's all. Okay, my fault.
Right.
Um, isn't it sad when we're at a battle rap point in 2020
Mm.
where the people who from the PGs, the people, we know all the people who float in and out the PGs.
Mm-hmm.
When isn't it sad when the one who excels is the one who's different? I want you all to ponder and think on that and breathe on that because the people who excel out of the millions that's just floating in the PGs is simply the guy who's different. When it was a time in hip hop where you had to actually be nice. It wasn't about different. Everybody was different, but who was nice? It's fucked up when we're now at a point to who is different. With that being said, to answer your question, I don't think who resonates with me controls what I do because I'm from the old era. I'ma always be authentic and different because nobody I like will ever resemble me because the people I like no they don't resemble anybody, so they can't resemble me. It's super fucked up. Once again, for the fans listening, when you comment on your favorite rapper, don't comment, hey, this nigga different. Because that's the point. That's hip hop 101 in across any platform. Hip hop 101, number one rule, if I was making a class, would be rhyming. That would be the first thing I would teach my college kids. Second would be authentic stories. That would be the second. It's fucked up when the second rule of hip hop becomes the number one aspiration in battle rap.
God,
It's super fucked
shit.
up.
What?
It's super fucked up that all we are looking for is different now. I'm tired of the comments, yo, your honor different. I appreciate you, bro, and I'm always like it on Twitter. I guarantee to like anything I mention there. I'm gonna like it. My phone is top lot notch. I could just scroll down and like everything without really having to read it. I could just like all. I don't know how many people do that, but the shit lit. With that being said, doesn't mean I don't care for your comment. But I'm super tired of your honor different. I thought that was the point. That was the number
That's how I grew
two
up.
rule in hip hop. How has that been the end all tell all? The end all tell all used to be, are you nice? If your demo was ass, we threw it out the window.
Yeah.
If it sounded like anybody else, we threw it out the window.
Yeah.
Since when we keep the demo because it don't sound like nobody? What happened to whether it was good or not? We're at a bad state in battle rap. Follow the pattern. We're at a bad place in battle rap. Please get it back to whether he's nice. Even if that includes me. I don't give a fuck. My life is great. I'm good without it. Please get back to a point. Is he nice?
Right.
Or does he just sound original? Because originality is one of the core principles you need. After that, it has to be his rhyming ability. Is he really saying something crazy? Let's get to that and we can work. But that probably don't answer your question, but that was something I wanted.
No, that's that. Nah, fuck my question. Your answer what matters more. That used to be the standard. You know what happened to it, though? I'm going to tell you what happened to it. Getting called a hater. Niggas expanded the definition of what hating was and made it impossible for real niggas to judge shit. And I don't know when that shit happened, where you just like, that's whack. It sounds like another nigga. Oh, you hating. And that was it. And I guess I'm supposed to move on from that. But a lot of us from the old era, this is what we grew up with. You're not supposed to sound like anybody else. But, okay. All right, you got me a little hype because you got into this like preacher,
hey, that's well said. First of all,
one type bag. That shit, I don't know. That shit spoke to my
oh,
spirit.
I'm always teach when I got a chance. But first of all, let's not exclude what you said. That's well said. Let's give it up for that. Let's not just run over that. That's well said. What the fuck you said? Well said, my nigga. Well said.
Appreciate it, man. Yo, so let me do this. I want to get some folks on who had questions and things like that. And for the folks in the society that can't necessarily mic up, you definitely want to direct the questions over to Your Honor in the YouTube. I see my man Q. We're gonna take it to Brooklyn first, man. Q, what up?
Yo, what's good, y'all?
What up with it?
Not much. Yo, Honor, you bugging with that last statement, bro. What you mean, my nigga? Like, we bigging you up because what you and Tone talking about is not that. Even though y'all saying can he rap at the end of the day, that's cool. You right, but that's not smack no more. Like, y'all know how WWF went through that era where it was like, yo, get the E out because it's more so entertainment a bit.
That's why
y'all had P done did a billion interviews about the yo. It's cool if you could rap, but you still gotta entertain, nigga. You gotta still like make sure niggas is listening and coming to watch you. So that whole notion, you bugging with that. But at the end of the day, bro, like I said, just like some of these niggas listening to, we fuck with you and we like your style, the character you got. Like Goods got his own archetype, Surf got his archetype, all these other niggas. That, just do you, my nigga. But don't get on your political TD Jake shit. Like we cool with you
What
right
you
now, bro.
mean, Q? Don't. Okay, all right, Your Honor, go ahead. If you want to respond to that, I don't know.
Oh no, I appreciate you, bro. I
No
appreciate you.
doubt.
Keep watching, please. I appreciate you 100%, my man.
Now, so one more thing though, on the, so because you fucking with Rex and Dot Mob, and salute to that New York shit, but you got rounds in the tuck, like if you like, because you know Rex always got rounds no matter what. He could slip and pick it up off, and you wouldn't even know the nigga either. You know whether he's remixing his old shit or not. It still sounds dope because he's always prepared. So with that being said, even though them battles is a month away, if you taking a battle and you kind of slipping a bit, you got any rounds that you think you're gonna have in your back pocket to just start going off the head?
Absolutely, bro. It's 15 racks on the line, bro, and it's going up. Like the fans know 15, but it's truly going up. This shit about to be 30 in no time. Caffeine and dropped another 10. Like it whatever. I don't know how much I can say, but I'm expendable to the I'm expendable to the URL roster. So what they ain't gonna say the shit to me. But yes, absolutely. If I'm going through it and shit struggling, I 100% got raps for days, bro. 100%. Appreciate you.
We respect that, man. Cause I was gonna ask you about that fuck it. Glock 9. Salute.
My nigga Q. Hey yo, man.
So,
Hey Brooklyn, man. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. That's a fact, man. Damn, okay. Alright, let me get rounds in the tuckers. That was a great question, Q. That is, I think everybody would be well informed to have some shit to slip into if it gets rocky up there. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yes, this Ultimate Madness is going to be just like Slaughterhouse. For those who don't study patterns, I can't keep preaching that, but I have no choice but to. Please welcome your life into starting patterns, please, because you will truly get ahead of those patterns, and then you'll be able to create the new ones. And even if you're in a position in life where you don't create, you'll be able to jump ahead of your own life if you can study the pattern you've been created. But with that being said, Slaughterhouse came down to who was the most prepared. That's why Rex won. Not only, I mean, shouts out to Rex, his shit was fire, but it came down to who was the most prepared for that type of situation. UFF came down to who was the most prepared. Ultimate Madness is going to also come down to who's the most prepared. And the most prepared is the one who has memorized raps on hand. That's what it's going to come down to. If you think otherwise, cool. There will be, I mean, of course, some nigga could write in them in those 30 days and memorize it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's going to come down to who has raps prepared to recite. Whether he thought them in them 30 days or they was 30 years old, it's going to come down to who has raps prepared. That's exactly what it's going to come down to. Study patterns, understand yourself.
all right, no doubt. Let me get my man Dwight on, man. Dwight, what up?
Yo, Dwight, what up?
What's going on, bro? You on with Yana?
So blessed. How you, Chief?
Doing? I'm good. How you be?
I'm so blessed, brother.
I have two small questions. I remember in an interview a couple months ago, you were saying the transition from 1-rounders to 3-rounders is hard. Like, have you gotten over that?
No, it's still difficult for me. I live a real life, and I don't mean real like I'm selling bricks from pound to pound across the country. I don't mean real like that. I mean real like yesterday went paintballing. Day before that went bowling. Day before that, I think we chilled day before that. But last Wednesday we went to the pool hall. I mean real as in I'm really doing family time and really doing things to big up my ones and things like that. So, rap comes secondary to me. I know for a lot of people it comes primary, which is cool. But it comes secondary to me because I would rather leave a legacy of knowledgeable kids and knowledgeable things going on. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it's still difficult because I don't find myself going into my pad as much as I need to. Like I would write the whole 3 rounds. Like I'll be done 3 rounds in not too long. Like maybe let's go with like 3 weeks, a week around. I'll go with a week around. I'll go
Okay.
3 weeks. I'll be done, bro. But as far as getting back in there and then reciting it, prepping it, memorizing it, performing it, that's the part where I have the trouble. So I feel like every time I wake up, or every time I'm doing so, I feel like, oh, I wrote it, I got it. So I'm playing the game. Oh, I wrote it, I got it. So I'm go kart. Oh, I wrote it, I got it. So I'm doing the lawn or whatever housework needs to be done. It's hard to take care of a house for those who got it. Understand? And these are things that's going on daily. So it gets super difficult for me. It's not an excuse. I'm just being honest with your question.
Oh no,
It's
yeah.
not the first thing. It's not my first income, and it's not going to be my first priority. Once it becomes my first income, it may be my first priority. But with
Mm.
that being said, I'm truly as not as prepped as I should be because I'm not reading and reciting that material like I should. When I linked up with drugs and I linked up with Ace and I linked up with guys like that, and I look how prepped they are, and I look at how what I mean, it's just like, whoa, I'm not doing none of this. And these guys are prepping two weeks in advance. So that's something I got to get a hang of, and I will get a hang of it, bro. 100%. I'm not gonna let nobody down who listening. This UFF is mine, 100%.
Mm.
What's your next question though? I got you.
Um, I don't know if you'll answer it. Who do you think?
100%.
who
100%, bro.
who do you think is going to get 30 in the first round?
God damn, that's a
Uh,
good question.
Bad News, Rubando,
Wow.
Big Hand, Fonz, Don Marino, Real Sick, Kid Chaos.
Jesus.
Did
You're
I miss
calling those
anybody?
all 30s, bro?
Yeah, I memorized the yeah, I memorized the car by heart. But did I miss anybody?
Yo.
Yo.
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah.
you
Yo.
you you dealing with a different animal, bro.
Right.
You dealing with a whole different animal,
Yeah.
bro.
Right. All right.
Hey, you answered it. Niggas run away from that. Like try to politic, but I appreciate it, man.
Man.
Absolutely, bro. Ain't
Okay.
no secrets, 100%.
All right.
I
Dwight,
No matter
man.
appreciate
what,
you,
no matter
Tone.
where I go, let me tell bro one thing. No matter where I go in my life, bro, I will always come back to answer your question, 100%. No matter how big I get, and mind you, I just had a wild out audition, but that's whatever.
Oh,
That's under
wait a
wraps.
minute.
That's under wraps. It went good, but that's under wraps. But no matter where I go in my career,
Okay. We not
I will
gonna.
always answer your question because you are the guys who got me here. I appreciate you, brother, man.
All
You
right,
have
man.
no
Yeah.
idea.
Yo,
Y'all be good. Appreciate you,
Dwight.
Tone.
Dwight, salute, bro. Appreciate you. All right, man. Yo, shout out to Dwight, man. So we got a situation. Okay, all right. So we got it's under wraps. All right, We just gonna drop that. All right, if you heard it, you heard it. Shout out to that. That's dope. By the way, what you said.
Yeah,
That
that's one of the ones you had to be here. You been here for it, and fuck it.
yeah, you got to So, but nah, no, I appreciate you giving us your time and all that, and coming up here and giving your thoughts on the tournament and the state of everything right now. I just overall in battle rap right now, I always say it's still very competitive. I mean, it's people from all different places and all of that. So but eventually, I think we're gonna return back to the stages. What I mean, is the eventual goal for you outside of battle rap maybe to transcend this and maybe move to like the industry more so as a Lux type of thing, or is it to be a perennial headliner for the major cards? Like what is your honor's uh sort of path? Like
Ingo,
what are you where are you going? What are you going
Ingo.
for?
What's your honor, Ingo?
Mm-hmm.
Super duper the end goals for me is to get into movie directing.
Mm-hmm.
That's my dream since a child. I got hella scripts. For anyone listening, I write scripts. I got horror scripts. I got about 4 on deck, ready to go, ready to publish. Horror only, horror only. I cannot forget that or admit that. Horror only. Movie directing is my ultimate goal. I will get into acting if need be, but if ultimately anyone listening has a shot at just directing, I will direct horror the way it should be done
Mm.
because it has a. I'm not gonna get into too much. I guess I'm not gonna get into too much nuances about it because most of the listeners aren't here for that. So let's just say for those who are listening, Hereditary,
Fire.
Hereditary 2018, Invisible Man 2020,
Mm-hmm.
horror like that, how it should be, like it 2001 Jason, 1998, Invisible Man,
Mm-hmm.
horror like that is what Honor bring it to the table. Real true horror without jump scares, without cuts and edits. Just that's the end goal in my life. But if we're talking about the
What?
end goal
That's
through,
incredible. Of course
oh
we
yeah,
care
hundred
about
percent.
that. Of course we care about that.
But if
What?
but if you're
What?
talking about,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
sorry, bro, I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
bro. But if
Yeah.
you're talking about the end game through battle rap and being logical, I guess wilding out because battle rappers, a couple of them have been going to wilding out. I guess that would be one of the end goals to subject myself to. But a headliner is also not too bad, with Twerk is, with Geechee is. That's not Surf. That's not too bad either. I think
Right.
Surf is one of the ones who made a great living off battle rap, and that's a nice path to follow. I think Rex too, Mook too.
Mm-hmm.
I made a great path off battle rap. That's a nice path to follow to get 19, 20 racks a show is definitely amazing, and that would be the logical end goal in for Yana, but the more like fantasy end goal would be directing, movie
Mm.
directing is my dream, my
Okay.
passion.
Okay. That's very dope. I didn't expect that answer, but I'm glad you gave that. That's some insight. We had to talk about favorite movies, favorite movie directors. I mean, I was gonna debate this whole
Let's talk about it.
Scarface versus
Godfather.
no, Scarface versus Goodfellas was the debate. It
Oh,
was a,
Goodfellas.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not even
Well, I mean, Scarface had three, so it's hard to go against. We had three parts, and
right,
Goodfellas had one. So
but it's not
my
really
favorite
close.
movie of all time is Remember the Titans. Favorite director of all time is Quentin Tarantino.
Okay, Tarantino. All right, all right. Yeah, I would have guessed Scorsese. I would have thought you would have been a Scorsese type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody on his dick, so me, I'm somewhere else with it because everybody on his dick. I mean, he is, like Brady. He is Brady, but I'm going
Yeah,
with Drew Brees. Like,
yeah.
yeah, let's be real, he is Brady, but I'm going with Breeze on it.
I
It's one
respect
of those.
that. I respect that. If directors
It's
was
one of those.
quarterbacks angle, that's ill.
Yeah, he definitely Brady, but I'm fucking with Donovan Nab and other little niggas like that because
Right.
they just because they not as appreciated. It's one of those things. The world. We love to come up. We love the tear down. And we love the what's the word? The re come up. What's the how that saying go? We love to come up.
Um,
We love the You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Okay.
I don't.
We
This cliche. I
It's
don't.
the word. It's something about the world. It's mostly predicated towards Black African American. We love the world.
Uh-huh.
We love the TED. We love the build up.
Yeah.
We love to come up. We
Right.
love to tear down, and then we love the reemergence, something like that. Same
Yeah.
thing we
No,
did
we like
DNA.
the cycle.
Same
We
thing we
do.
did DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing we did DNA, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we're gonna do Calico this year. We're gonna do Calico this year. It should be Calico next year, maybe. We love,
Yeah,
we
and it
love to
just
come.
moves around. That's how battle rap works. Like it's like, oh, he sucks now, and then you have breakable. Oh, he's the best, and then we let y'all have that for like a 6 months.
That's any
Yeah,
sport.
that's
We
just
love
what we do.
Westbrook. We love Westbrook come up, and
Yeah,
then we hate we love his fall down. Then
right.
we gonna love he come to Houston and do something else. So
Yeah,
that's the way it goes.
and God
Yeah,
forbid something happens
100%.
and all that shit goes out the window. It's like, oh, he was the best ever. Like he was as good as you ever thought he was. He's better than that. If God forbid something happens, that's just the cycle of this shit,
Absolutely,
right?
he's 10 times better than
Yeah.
if something happened. He's 10 times better
Yeah,
than
now
what we
he's
thought.
he's the man now. Like he was the okay. All right, whatever.
100%.
But
100%.
I wanna make sure that shout out to people that's here and shout out to the whole society
Send me the link to
Discord.
your YouTube, please, so I
Yeah,
can get all these fans.
we'll make sure that you get this.
Whenever you finish.
This will be
Oh,
on
okay.
iTunes. This will be on
No, I'm typing
Spotify.
it right now.
Yeah, this will be everywhere now.
Are you live on YouTube?
I am live right now. They can hear you
What's
right
the
now. Yeah,
what's the
I tagged you on in Twitter on Twitter. in Twitter. I was
Just
crazy.
say it to me right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna send you the link.
Give me your page right now. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah. So you'll have that, and we'll make sure that's in the chat as well. But I want to make sure that the people get your social media, how to follow you, things that you might have coming out, music, things like that. I want to make sure we're in tune with what you got going on. And that film thing is crazy. I'm not letting that go. But we need all that information, Your Honor, if you can.
Oh, 100%. Twitter, Yana202. I gotta actually go to it to know, like, if it.
Right.
No, straight Yana202, no capitals, no underscores. Yana202 on Instagram. Yana202 on Instagram. Let's see, probably the same thing on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yana202 on Instagram and at Yana202 on Twitter. Same thing, Yana, YOURHONOR 202 on Twitter and also on Instagram. And you can catch me on Facebook at Keith Stone, KEITH space STONE. And believe it or not, Facebook is the best place to catch me because that's where I make the most videos. And when I mean videos, I mean like well edited videos about certain topics. So the latest thing I dropped was Did Lil Wayne Fall Off? Was a video essay I dropped, and then before that it was top 20 choruses of all time, aka hooks, depending on where you're from. Hooks chorus, which is basically depending on where you're from. If neither one of those resonate with you, it's the middle part after the verse, or sometimes it comes in before the verse.
Mm-hmm.
You can go catch that. I did top 5 worst choruses / hooks of all time. I did How to Catch a Predator. These guys are sick. These guys really exist. How to Catch a Predator. I did that voiceover. Few joints I did. So you can go catch those at keithstone.com. Those are great watches. I don't know what's your number one chorus of all time, but if you watch mine, I'm pretty sure you'll know why.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all the media is right there.
I appreciate that. Hey, I'm looking forward to seeing what you offer in the tournament. I am me personally, I'm fair with these things. I mean, my critiques of you, I've had my criticisms. I've definitely given props, credit where credit is due. This tournament format means a lot, so we all taking this shit very seriously. You're welcome up here anytime.
It's all you. Hey, first and foremost, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you watching your boy. But it's all your reviews or criticisms on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is my first time getting drugs hit me up, said that you wanted to do this, so that's why I hit you up.
Yeah.
And so, mind you, I wasn't aware at first. I 100% wasn't sure of exactly what type of outlet you was. Then you got voted for the 3rd judge, so I was like, oh, he must be somebody. So I'm gonna definitely check your shit out.
Oh no, that was instant clout. But I mean, I kind of was doing the I've been doing this for a bit. You know what I mean, since the FM days. Shout out to Caps, but we working, man. I appreciate you coming up here. Definitely welcome. Win, lose, or draw, you're welcomed up here. All right.
It's gonna be it, man. Hey, but stay online because I gotta answer all the fans' questions.
All right.
Sorry
all right,
about
no doubt. No.
So you can just put your mic down or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna sign out and everything, and then you could stay in here and address the questions and things like that. So I'm gonna just quickly get to that. Shout out to the people that's out here right now, Host Society, Black Compass Media. Shout out to Your Honor for being on the platform, for giving his perspective on the tournament. Definitely a unique personality. I mean, the different thing, in my opinion, is a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Bringing something different to the game, in a game that's saturated with a lot of imitations and all that. Whatever, we know about that. But whole show is going on, the whole clique and team. So stick around. A lot of stuff to talk about in battle rap and outside of it. So be here. Corona era. Tone Bro. Black Compass Society. Peace.